ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Check, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Miggy for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offer the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, and you're back, and I'm watching another OFFScript. Let's go. Listen, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. To everyone, happy Valentine's Day. All right, that's what it is. Show somebody you love them. Show somebody you care. You know me. I just listen. You know me. The pimp that I am. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know the player that I am. You know you should just be happy of my presence, okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that. I don't do all that Valentine's Day stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, just the player in me. You know, that's just the team of me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all who do all that. Because you know, listen, Valentine's Day is a gimmick. Valentine's Day is made by Hallmark. They try to get this money. All right? They try to get this money. And they will not get any of my coins. All right? I love you every day. It shouldn't take one day out of the year to do that more. It should simply be because of my presence, my glow, my aura, okay? That's why you should be so blessed. You should be so blessed to be in the presence of the Almighty. Let me shut my ass up. Listen. Oh man, listen. Nah, I got my girl some stuff, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Listen, I'm not trying to get my butt beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gotta live here. Y'all don't. Hey, listen, ladies. If you are a young lady and you are a member of the channel, hey, lunch is on me today. If you are a member of the channel and you are a woman, lunch is on me today. If you can answer one question for me, all right, $20. I will cash app the lady that's a member to my channel $20 if they can answer one question. Now, this is strictly for the ladies. All right, guys, please do not answer this question. All right, the first lady that answers, my husband just paid for my lunch. Well, you can either take this money. You can take this money. It's just free money. It's just for me to thank you guys for your support for the channel. All right, for the ladies. All right. Let me get this question ready. It's only for the ladies. $20. All right. I will cash app you $20 if you can answer this question for me. All right. You got to put it in the chat. All right. Just the ladies. Just the ladies. The first lady to answer this question in the chat for me wins $20. That's lunch on me, ladies. That's lunch on me. Damn, Paris. Congratulations, my dear. I wish I had my... Oh, man, she got it. Paris got you. Paris got you beat. All right, Paris got you beat. All right. Oh. That don't look right, Paris. That don't look right, Paris. But now you got it. You got it, Paris. All right. That's 20 for you, Paris. Put your cash app. Put your cash app in the chat. Put your cash app in the chat. All right. Second question, Paris. You cannot win this one. All right. Second question, Paris. You cannot win this. All right. Second question for the ladies. This is for $10. All right. This is for $10. You get a couple McChickens on me. All right. Couple McChickens on me. All right. This is for all the ladies. You don't have to be a member for this one. This is for all the ladies in the chat. What is the name of the stadium that the Super Bowl was played? All right. It has a nickname, but you can just give me the nickname. I got you. I'm about to... What is the name of it? This is not for you, Paris. What is the name of the stadium? I got an Amber first. Amber Alert came in first. All right. Amber, go ahead and drop me a cash app in the chat. I got you. Thank you, ladies, for participating. Listen, I wanted to start off the year right from time to time for my ladies, and for my ladies in the chat. I will be doing lunch on me. All right, lunch on me. I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate everything you do for the channel. You know what I'm saying? Watching, listening, subscribing, membership, all that type of stuff. All right. Shout out to Paris and Amber. Make sure you give me your Cash App in the chat. Hey, Paris, I'm gonna Cash App you guys after the show because I use my phone for my webcam. So I will Cash App you guys after the show. Amber, make sure you put your Cash App in the chat, please and thank you. All right, make sure you do that for me so I can get that down. Bam, got you locked in. Appreciate it. I'll Cash App you guys after the show. All right, let's get it. No problem. Lunch on me. If nobody loves you, I do. All right. Hey, listen to early birthday present. Look at Guy. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Said he would. You know what I'm saying? Fight your battle for you. Even. All right. So shout out to you. Happy birthday. Give you a birthday shout out as well. All right. Let's get into the news for today. All right. News for today. You already know how I'm coming. All right. You already know how it's coming. All right, so there's a song out there that says, "Long time coming, but I know a change gonna come." We know a change gonna come sooner or later. We know a change gonna come sooner. What? Say it again, Sam. Long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Change gonna come. All right, here it comes. Now, these are the changes that have been happening around the programs. Ted White, if you don't know, he just OFFScript and a fool. All right, shout out to them. They broke this story. He has been hired for the Houston Texans position. I don't know if it's a quarterback coach. I think it's a quarterback coach. I think he's a quarterback coach for the Houston Texans. Listen. Any opportunity you have to get to the NFL, I can't knock you. Can't knock you on that. Got to get your money. Got to get your opportunity. Now, I just got this news today. All right, today that maybe Art Briles is in talks, or is Grambling's focused on trying to bring Art Briles to Grambling. Listen, man, if Grambling can pull this off and they get that white man from Texas to come to Louisiana, that is going to be sure pandemonium. You're talking about somebody. Listen, there's a lot of new offensive coordinators out there that don't have nearly the resume as an Art Briles. We're not going to speak on who they are. You know who they are, and you know who they play for. All right, we're not going to talk about that. But what I'm going to say this is, if Art Briles should bring his man, if he can bring that style of play to the SWAC and a quarterback, because listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I was a little nervous about Hugh offensively taking the job at Grambling. And the reason is because I don't know how updated he is. I feel like he's on an old firmware. You get what I feel like? That's what sometimes, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I think there's a place for what Hugh Jackson does, that the two tight end, power, basic spread, pro style. I think that all comes into play, and there's time and a place for that. But the way the game has evolved, the way the game has become spread out, more immersed into this passing offense, I didn't know if Hugh Jackson was going to take that next step forward to embracing that style of offense. So when I heard he had Ted White, I was like, okay, you might get a blend of some spread, little pro style. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But when you bring in an Art Briles, whose style is a run and shoot type, throwing, passing up and down the field style, I don't know if you call it an air raid or more of a like running, like a pass and, just like a freelancing type of style. I'll just say call it a spread, I would assume. And Coach Harp, if you know a particular name for it, please put it in the chat for me. But I don't know what style or scheme he runs, but I know it's definitely, let me get these call lines open. Okay.
You are the only participant
Thanks,
in
Rube.
the conference.
A more vertical air raid. Thanks, Rube. Appreciate that. All right. Appreciate that. All right. So my thing is this. If you can bring that style, right? Once again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying that style wouldn't work in the SWAC. Okay. I'm saying the guy that they're bringing in a power spread. I like that. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Coach Hart. The style that they're bringing in has a more comparable coach who has done that style before and isn't new to this. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Okay. I don't want to have to say it, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page, we see it here. So you bring that into the SWAC. You bring that you bring all what Art Briles is. You bring all of what his resume, his experience, and you bring in that Texas pipeline. Listen, you bring in Art Briles for at least two to 3 years. All right. You bring in Art Briles 2 to 3 years. I promise you're going to get a top QB coming out of Texas. All right. You're going to be a candidate for bringing in a pipeline quarterback from Texas. It's just that simple because Art Briles' name in Texas rings bells. It rings bells. It opens doors. It gets kids because they know the style he runs. They know he had RG3 as a Heisman Trophy. They know what he did at Baylor. It's something in the works. I'm telling you. Briles was fired by Baylor after external interview revealed the world's largest Baptist university. If I'm not mistaken, I thought that was done with. Let me see, and I'm going to look up real quick. Art Briles investigation. Bro. Okay, it says Briles unpenalized, and this is the Associated Press. Okay, this is coming from the Associated Press. So let me share this with you guys. All right. So this is coming from the Associate. Please don't beat on the paywall. Okay, no paywall. Cool. Let me see. Stop screen, share screen. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So it says Briles unpenalized, but not unscathed. All right. 5 years after he was done by, Art Briles was front and center in the worthy NCAA infractions reported Wednesday, ripped him from failing. My client, Art Briles, is completely exonerated. Oh, my client has been completely exonerated and cleared of all NCAA violations against him. All right, so he is. Listen, let me see. What was the last when they rate this? 2021, right here. 2021. All right, 2021. 2021. So miss me with all that stuff. I'm going to say it again right here. Let me zoom in for you Bammers. So y'all don't be like, Scotty, just making stuff up. All right. Right here. My client, Art Briles, has been completely exonerated and cleared of all NCAA violations. So if everybody else is talking about can we get second chances, why can't Art Briles get a second chance? Why can't Art Briles get a second chance? Because all you're going to say is, oh, we're HBCU. We should get, listen. Thank you, Mr. Walker. Thank you, Mr. Walker. Holla at your man. Shout out to Mr. Walker. All right. So he's cleared. So why can't he get a second chance? Huh? He's white. Somebody else hired somebody white. Somebody else hired somebody white. So that can't be the case. So color can't be the case. Alcorn hired a white head coach. That can't be the case. So once again, you're trying to get the best guy for the job. Shit. Somebody just hit me up and said it'll be a bad look media-wise. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to win football games. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to win football games because at the end of the day, he was completely exonerated for the incident of question. So let me get this straight. I want to be very clear. Ooh, somebody ain't gonna like this. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Tyler Carr in some trouble? I'm not. Let's be 100%. The guy you see on HBCU game day, the one interviewing everybody and their mama in the HBCU scene, wasn't he in some trouble? I'm not. You can Google it your damn self. Okay, he has a second opportunity, and he's a staple in the HBCU realm of sports and commentary. So explain to me how that somebody else doesn't get a second chance as well. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. So while you always, oh, that's a bad media look, there's a lot of stuff that if you do not Google it, you would not know. So before you open your mouth and speak on another man's name, understand what you've been looking at. Understand who's out there already. I don't give a damn talk about some don't do that. It's public record. What you mean don't do that? It's public record. People have issues all the time. So mess me with that. Don't do that. Miss me with all that. It's public record. You can Google that shit. All right. It's that easy. So miss me with that. I don't care. It's truth. So you can't be a bad media stuff. You can't say it's a bad media if you're picking and choosing who you give second chances to. That's not life. That's not life. You can't pick and choose who you want to give second chances to because of their color. Oh, he's cool. Oh, he's cool because he's black. We'll give him a second chance. Oh, he's not cool because he's white. We won't give him a second chance. Oh, that's a bad look. Oh, man, miss me with that shit, man. Miss me with that, man. Y'all got to be the most backwards ass people in the world. Oh, we can't do this. The man was completely exonerated. You got Bama's, you got OJ going down for like double murder. He gets exonerated and everybody's like, oh yeah, the black man wins. Come on, man. Snoop Dogg, Ray Lewis, you name it. It goes on and on and on about public figures who get second chances and y'all rant and rave about them, but then it comes to another person that you can hire to improve your football team. You won't do that? Man, miss me with that, man. Miss me with that. Come on, man. Y'all Bama's be killing me, man. All y'all want to do is talk about whatever feels comfortable for you, right? That's what that must mean. Whatever feels comfortable in my world is what I'm gonna prove. Oh, I'm cool with that, so that's good with me. Oh, I'm cool with that, so I'm good. I guess that's okay. I got Bama still listening to R. Kelly. Oh, but y'all want to talk about that, though. You're probably playing R. Kelly for your special lady tonight, but you don't want to talk about that. That man's locked up, and you still listening to R. Kelly. Make that make sense to me. But you don't want to give somebody a second chance who got completely exonerated, but you will put on 12 play for your significant other. Make that shit make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Okay. Oh, you're quiet in the fellas real quiet in the comments. The fellas real, all that extra stuff, all that energy. Oh, Scotty, don't do that. Watch your back. Oh, it's real funny. It's real funny when you look at yourself in the mirror, a man convicted on multiple charges of pedophilia, kidnapping women, all type of stuff, sexual abuse, but you still, feeling on my boo-hoo-tee, my booga-booga-booga. You still listening to that. Now, usually I don't do this, but Go ahead and break them off a little preview of the remix. But once again, you know what I always tell y'all? You know what I always tell y'all? If you don't like what I'm saying, you can
If I make you feel some type of way.
So miss me with that. Miss me with that. So once again, I will bring up a public record case because it happened. Young man was found guilty of it. Came back, gave somebody a second chance. That's how life works. Anybody who's had that opportunity or has been given an opportunity should be also be able to reform their life or given a chance, especially somebody found innocent of their charges. So Art Briles, come play for Grambling. Come coach for Grambling, Art Briles. Come coach. Is Sandusky locked up? Is it didn't Sandusky get caught? Didn't Sandusky get? See, y'all niggas, y'all Bamas, y'all about to make me get ignorant on y'all. Sandusky was caught. Sandusky was filed charges on. What are you talking about? Shut your ass up. What you talking about? He was caught for charges, so shut up. He was found guilty of sexual charges. So why would I put him in the situation to get more sexual charges? So let me ask you this. Ryan. Since we want to play this game, you want to play this game? Matter of fact, call in. No, we're not having this. We're not having this conversation over chat. You either call in and I'm gonna address you man to man over the phone because I want your voice behind what I'm about to say. I don't want me to bring up no chat comments and that shit. Call in and I'm gonna have the discussion with you over the phone and then we can talk about it. If not, I'm moving on from it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So you either call in to have the conversation. So that's what it is. Ryan.
Yo.
I'm going to ask you a simple question because you said, listen, so are we saying all crimes are created equal? Is that what we're doing? I'm asking.
No, I ain't saying.
No, I'm asking a simple question. Are all crimes created equal? Yes or no?
No.
Then that means all of them should be addressed as such because Tali Carr, let's be real. I'm calling a spade a spade. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. Tali Carr got caught for manslaughter, killed somebody in a car accident for a DUI. So is that so? So if by your logic, if you know what I'm saying, by what you just told me, I'm able to give him a second chance, but I wouldn't give Sandusky a second chance because he was around men and boys and raping them. So make that make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen. I asked a question. I mean, I was going by your logic. You were saying everybody deserves a second chance. So when I text that question, it was a serious question. Like, if everybody deserves a second chance, do you think Sandusky deserved one too if he was out?
No, because it all depends. Listen, man. You have to, like I said, you have to judge it based off whatever. Like now. This is my thing.
So that's the whole thing.
Hold on. But it depends. Listen. It depends on the form of job you're trying to do, right? Like if I'm doing a FedEx job and Sandusky comes in, can I give him a job if I feel comfortable giving him a job? Absolutely. I don't think he should. If he's done his time and reformed his life, you know what I'm saying? Should I give him a job that's picking up packages or whatever, or maybe working in a fish mart or at a garbage disposal? I'll give him that job. But if it's around men, women, kids, I'm not giving you that job.
Okay, I get that. Like I said, it was just a question. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was following a tangent. I just wanted to take it there, take it to an extreme. Because you was like, everybody deserves a second chance. So, it was a question. But on Briles, his lawyer said that he was exonerated, but Baylor found enough to fire him. So you got the decipher lawyer talk and the actual what happened. Like he did enough for Baylor to say we got to cut ties with you. You see what I'm saying?
So let me get this straight because you could do it off let me see. There's always a clause in a contract, usually with a coach or something like that. Like, what's the word for it? It's like negligence or, something like
right.
you didn't uphold your duty to do such and such. So that could be simply, maybe not not digging deeper into a situation and they feel like you're culpable
right.
of doing that. That doesn't mean, go ahead.
Yeah, but at the same time, at that time, Art Briles was doing a hell of a job at Baylor. Like that's the RG3 and all that. So if they could have kept him, they would have. Baylor didn't want to cut ties with Art Briles, but it had to be something bad enough for them to say. And like I say, I don't mind Grambling hiring him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, he's a good coach. But I'm just saying, like, let's not act like Art Briles is exonerated like his lawyer said. That's his job. You know what I mean?
No, he was exonerated.
He was exonerated of him personally, not, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, for Baylor to say we couldn't ties with him, like I say, he was a hell of a coach. So it was enough smoke for them to say we gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta cut ties.
Listen, it was a bad look for all the cases that, you know, whatever was reported.
Right.
It was a PR move, but that doesn't mean he was guilty. That just, it makes it look bad on Baylor. So they're like, why would I keep you? And it's going to look bad on my institution. The institution is bigger than Art Briles. But exonerated means they couldn't find anything.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Like somebody said right here, I like what somebody said right here. It's a morality clause. I like that. A morality clause, like morally what you did was wrong, or morally what you not digging deeper, or not asking your players more questions. Moral wise, so we let you go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can be like a coach can be let go. In all fairness, let's be real. A coach can be let go. Let's say he has a 20-year-old girl in his office late. It just looks bad. So off the look of that, I can let you go because morality wise, why is a girl like, if it gets out the wrong way if the press takes it and spin it with it, you can be let go because of that.
Yeah, but let's be fair now. Dabo done did a lot of immoral things, and Clemson just ain't finna let him go. You see what I'm saying?
That's on Clemson, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything to break the law. But if Clemson feel they can handle the PR hit, then they're okay with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all about what you can handle. It's not like it's not like Dabo was in CNN with all the news allegations. It's probably local media, some ESPN stuff here and there. But that's, I mean, at the end of the day, if Clemson feels they can handle the PR, they're good.
And that's right. Like I say, Baylor is a Christian school, so you know what I'm saying, with faith.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little tricky.
You know what I'm saying?
But
exactly.
That's all I was saying. Like I said, it wasn't like, it was just like I said, I just wanted to take what you were saying all the way to the extreme.
Now why though? Like how do you go from where I was at to the extreme?
No, because you went everybody deserves a second chance.
But they do. They do in some form or fashion, because you might not think that they do, but in my opinion, everybody does. It all depends on where they're going. Like, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use Sandusky. That's not a good example. But if somebody commits double homicide, does 30 years, gets out, do they not deserve a second chance? Yeah, like they deserve a second chance. They have upheld their part of the law. Now, personally, if you feel that they shouldn't, that's on you. But at the end of the day, they do deserve a second chance after having done their time for the crime that they committed. You get what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I got you, and I agree with that. Like I said, I just want a context with that.
All right,
and that's cool.
No problem. Appreciate the call, Ryan.
Yep.
But they can't get certain jobs. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. They got to get what they can get. You know what I'm saying? But you still deserve a second chance, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not trying to play God out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, no, you're not worthy, where God loves everybody. Come on, man. That don't even make sense to me. But, it is what it is. Listen, I'm taking Art Briles. He called my phone. He called my phone. Yeah, I'm taking Art Briles. And you can't explain to me why you're not taking Art Briles. So you're telling me Hugh Jackson, man, y'all Bama's bugging. I'm taking what I'm telling. Second chances, because I ain't God. Listen, even with Jesus, you got to repent. If you get a second, even with Jesus, you got to repent. You can't just be like, God, I want a second chance. I don't want to repent. You got to at least repent to Jesus. So if Jesus is asking something from you, can we not ask for something from you? Come on, new phone, who this? Get a new brain, who that? I'm like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, y'all miss me with that. Anyway, so back to my changes, because y'all done got me all off topic, man. Y'all Bamas. Let me see. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, you got to understand this thing. It reaches farther than what happened at Baylor. Like he's exonerated, or he didn't go to jail, didn't serve any time for it. But you have to look at it. Art Briles had a job. He was hired for the Canadian Football League. This man had to go all the way to Canada to get a job. He kept it for a week because of all the backlash that, like, the Me Too movement or whatever, they caused him to lose that job. If he gets hired at Grambling or anywhere else, he's going to have that same backlash. And in the instance of HBCU football, especially at the state that it's going now, all the positive things that Dion brought to HBC football, this kind of cancels it out, because that whole movement will get behind it, get to sponsors and everything else that's positive that's come to HBCU football.
Listen, man, this is my thing. Where do you draw the line? Because at some point in time, there has to be somewhere where you're like, yo, like, I'm okay with a backlash. I'm okay, because if a Me Too movement gets involved, and listen, I'm just talking from both. I'm talking about both aspects, right? Like, I get it if he was found guilty of something and you don't want that stigma on, but he was exonerated at some point. Fully clear in a court. Now you're just talking about public opinion. Everything you're talking about now is public opinion, but in the court of law, he was found not guilty. So I don't understand.
Yeah, legally, he's, nothing happened. He's just like you and I. Legally, he can roam around, find a job, but the court of public opinion is something different. And when you're talking about sponsorship, that can destroy what people have done for so long to build it up, especially in Black college football. That's something different, because, you can go out and do something illegal, but be found, not do any time, be exonerated of it. And technically, yeah, you should be able to go get a job and live like everybody else. But we know that doesn't always happen. Now, when you're talking about the kind of money he was able to make and the high profile that Art Briles had at the time, these people are not going to allow it. I promise you, wherever he gets hired, they'll come for his head. They don't care who it is.
My question is this. There's many players. Tyreek Hill got caught up in domestic violence. Who else? I mean, you already know what happened to Ray Rice. That was done. Antonio Brown caught up in domestic violence. I mean, there's multiple instances of players, of people getting caught up in domestic violences or whatever, but they get a second chance. So I just don't understand how this does not help. Like, how do you? And they've been caught. They've gone to jail. They've got. Yo, you've been found guilty of domestic violence, and they have gotten second chances. But you can't give.
But you're talking about.
Go ahead.
You're talking about players. This is a guy is supposed to lead those players, and if he turns his eye at his leadership on what's going on with players, because this is the thing, he was over that team. He was the head coach of that team where they had multiple rape allegations and so forth. He wasn't guilty of those crimes, but he oversaw the people. He oversaw the people that were guilty of those crimes. He knew where the cover-ups were. He was a part of it. Hell, even the president of Baylor at the time, I believe it was Ken Starr. Ken Starr was the one who had the witch hunt out for Bill Clinton over sexual allegations and stuff. He was the main man trying to take him down, and he resigned over it. So he knew the magnitude of what the situation was at Baylor.
So you're telling me you don't hire a coach because of public opinion? That's what you're saying, just off of public opinion.
I'm saying you can hire him. You can hire whoever you want to hire. But what I'm saying, the backlash from it is like nobody has seen the magnitude of the backlash that Art Briles can bring if he were to be hired. Because like I say, they followed this dude all the way to Canada. Who cares about the Canadian Football League? But they hired Art Briles as I think it was an offensive coordinator or consultant or something. He didn't even make it to his first game because they hired him and let him go within the same week because of the backlash, because it's Art Briles and what happened at Baylor.
So you're telling me that you can't put a spin on that? Listen, we're hiring this man to give him a second chance and an opportunity because that's what we would do for any other person. Is that not like that happens in HBCU communities where they give people opportunities that wouldn't get the opportunity somewhere else? Now, I'm not saying that it's great to use, Grambling as a stepping stone for Art Briles, but to give him a chance to redo his image, to give him a chance to rehabilitate his image, there's nothing that any other celebrity would not do. Caught up in issues.
Yeah, me personally, I just don't see how he can escape that, whether he goes to Grambling. Hell, he's tried to go to high schools and that didn't even work at that level.
That's not true. He
just came from Texas.
He was just coaching in Texas. He was an AD and head coach in a high school in Texas.
Right, but it wasn't like the first job he applied to. I mean, it took years, and he had to go to that lower level to be out of the scene and out of visibility. But if he goes to Grambling, he's going to be in visibility, and people are going to see, well, that's Art Briles. He's trying to get back into college football. And then, of course, what they're going to say, well, he's trying to use this as a stepping stone to get back to a Power 5 school or whatever. And the backlash from that, it'll be crazy.
Man, listen, bro. I truly believe if he goes to Grambling and they hire him and he does a turnaround 360, I promise you, them Power 5 schools or them Group of 5 schools would not give a damn, and they will try to hire him because winning kills all.
Try to hire him. They'll try to hire him, and they won't give a damn. But the people that's behind all these movements and some of the alumni, they'll get behind it and they'll say, we can't have this. I promise you that.
And I'm telling you, if you're worth the PR hit, they'll take it. If you're worth the PR hit, they'll take it. You just got to be worth it. Because I'm gonna look at it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bad PR hit, but if he can turn my football around, I'm gonna take the hit. That is what it is. If this is my thing, right? Listen, Hugh is not Dion, right? So Hugh does have a public figure, but he's not bringing in major corporation endorsements, right? So I know for a fact, like if Coach Prime tried to bring in Art Briles, you're probably losing Walmart off the rip. You know what I'm saying? You're probably losing whatever. You definitely not getting Aflac. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain things I get it that you won't be able to get. But if Hugh can, hey, like, listen, we try and do this, and you start using personal people, RG3, because RG3 is going to want to help out Art Briles. So whatever RG3's network is, or, you know what I'm saying, maybe other players he's coached, you know what I'm saying, like, they're probably going to want to get in that. So there's a little different thing about certain things that you can still build, just not at the level of something else. But when winning comes in, if he can win, that cures all. I don't care. Man, Michael Irvin was doing crack cocaine off women. Like, that's public knowledge. And once he started winning Super Bowls, ain't nobody care about that. Nobody cares when you're a winner. Or I'll say this, it will drown out all the negatives. But it's all speculation.
Not when you're a leader, though. You can do that you can do all manner of things as a player at a certain level. But if you're leading those players and you don't have the morality to lead, and that's what this situation is. He's a leader. He's a leader of men. And if you're not leading those men in the right direction, regardless of how well you can lead them on the field, but his issue was he turned his head on what happened off the field.
So make this
and the people in those situations off the field, that was his downfall. He probably can go coach the hell out of any team you put him on as head coach. He probably can do that still. But it's the other things, the off-field things that gets him in trouble.
Well, he's not the head man anymore. So that takes that away. That it wouldn't be on him. It'll be on you. And my second point is, if you can literally get on my phone and talk about a celebrity with a platform is different than a white man coaching at a college, you're bugging. Because if you're telling me Tyreek Hill can have a domestic violence assault with all the fandom that he has, and you can have a Ray Lewis with a murder case, you can have a Snoop Dogg with a murder case, and he's now the next Martha Stewart. Like, you can have all these public forums with the big following that they have, and you can tell me that's different than a man who's coaching at Baylor. You can't make that make sense to me. You cannot make that make sense to me.
Okay, I'll look at it like this. The people that was affected by them, that's a certain group of people. But in this situation, though, I'm going to just be plain and simple. This situation affected a lot of white girls, a lot of white women. And that alone, there's a backing to take him down off of that alone. Point blank, period. You can go out there. Ray Lewis can be accused of killing somebody in Atlanta. You know it was a black man. They don't care about that. But you do anything to affect A, white women, and now these days B, gay people, you're going down. Point blank period. They don't care nothing about black people or anything like that at that level.
I rock with you that. And that Alphabet gang, yeah, I ain't messing with them. Yo, yeah. Now I'll get you. I will 100% agree with you on that Alphabet gang. They are not playing. Whoa, man.
Right.
Yeah, I get you.
Right.
Hey, man, but appreciate the call, though.
Yep.
All right. Hey, what's up, JB? Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, bro. Check this out, man. I'm loving the show so far, but let's be totally honest about something. This is only a concern because Art Briles is a white man. Let's just be honest for a minute. Because I remember when a quarterback who's now on Fox Sports, does NFL Network sometimes, a gentleman by the name of Michael Vick, who went to jail, convicted felon, went to jail for a dogfight and everything else, and the bad PR that he had when he got out. The Philadelphia Eagles gave him a chance at quarterback, brought him on, won some games for him, and all these crazy white folks saying, you know what, we don't want no dogfight, no dog killer, stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what do we do as black folks who say, no, he served his time, did what they did every time in society, give the man a second chance. Now you have a case in which Art Briles, he was exonerated. Ray Lewis, since he came up, found exonerated. You have current players right now going through stuff, but you want to give this guy cap. Now, I'll go one step further. How many people have we hired at our universities as, say, administration figures who have done much worse than what Art Briles has done, but yet they still have jobs right now? I just really wish that people would just say that they don't want to give him a second chance because he's white. Just be honest about it. Because if he was black, we would say, oh, no, black folks deserve second chances. We're about second chances. We're about helping the black man out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Someone white comes in, had the same kind of thing. Some people could argue railroaded. I won't go that far, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But now it's like, now he's damaged, not damaged goods. But if someone treats a black person the same way, so, oh, no, again, that's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. You know, that's foul. What's the difference?
What's the difference? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Hey, you got me, JB. You got me. I don't see it.
My thing is this. Get over it. Yeah, my thing is this. Get over it. As you said, winning cures all. Winning cures all. Because I remember when Ray Lewis' name was brought up, like head coach of Kansas State Southern, for example, it was like, oh my God, let's bring him in. No one was talking about his murder charge. They just saw it as an NBA name. No one brought it up at all.
Nobody said nothing about that.
No one brought up a word. Or I'll go one step further. When Deion was brought in Jackson State, no one brought up the fact that he had domestic abuse issues and everything else. No one brought that up either. We just thought, hey, here's a coach who's going to do some things, make something different. You know, let's make it happen. But here's someone who had issues, let go, morality clause. We can't hire him though because he's bad. But you have no problem bringing in someone who was basically exonerated for murder. So which one is it? Are we going to be? I mean, what does a selective outrage stop?
You preaching, yeah. Hey, JB, you preaching, bro. You preaching, bro. You preaching. Pass the collection plate because you're preaching.
Which one is it?
How you want it?
Which one is it?
Yeah, how you want it?
Which one is it? Are we going to blackball someone because we were crying about blackballing Michael Vick for playing in the NFL? You know, he served this time.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to do the same thing here? Is this about giving second chances, or is it about protecting a quote-unquote image? Well, we have folks in the SWAC, or HBCUs in general, who have done way worse, embezzle money and everything else. But you want to give them a second chance. Which one is it? I'll let you go on this one, bro.
Hey,
I'm going to go. But because I know you probably got some other calls to get to, but I'm just saying, pick one.
Pick one.
Be consistent.
I love it. I love it, JB. Appreciate the call, man.
No problem.
Hey, JB brought that smoke. JB brought that smoke. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's going on, Scotty, man? Great show.
Talk to me.
I can't remember whether it was on your show or off your show when I was telling you about Title IX and how it worked.
On the show. I think you was on the show. You brought it up earlier. Yeah, but you can break it down. You can break it down all over again.
Any school nationwide, if there's a 51% chance that the probability that you were aware that something took place, they're gonna separate themselves from you. Totally. I work in higher education. I know how this works. If you're accused of something, the first thing they're gonna do is suspend you. And not saying that you're guilty or innocent, they don't even care. The way it works is, let's say they completely, because you got exonerated, they give you back your position and come to find out you were the ringleader. It's even worse. So why risk it for that school?
Mm-hmm.
So what'll happen is he'll probably take him a long time to ever be a head coach again, but somebody's gonna pick him up as an OC, a quarterback coach, or a position coach, and he has to ride out and just be cool and pray that everywhere he goes, nothing else happens. Because if something else happens, his name's gonna be attached to it, so forth, so on. So if you have an opportunity to grab somebody like him at his cheapest dollar amount that he'll ever be again, grab it. Because if you don't, let's think about it like this. If Nick Saban was to hire him at Alabama, nobody would say anything.
Facts. Say it again for the people in the back.
If Nick Saban was to hire him at Alabama, nobody would say anything. Everybody would let it go. Because what booster is going to stop sending Alabama money because he hired Art Briles to be the quarterback coach for Alabama? And what'll happen is he'll be the quarterback coach for maybe 2 or 3 seasons, because he's going to lose his offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, he's going to be the offensive coordinator at Alabama. He's going to do that for 3 or 4 years. Everything will be nice and quiet. And next thing you know, he'll be at a mid-major. It is what it is.
I love what BJ Jones said. BJ Jones says Nick Saban is the man that washes all sins away. He said, no matter how bad you are as a coach or how bad as you are as a person. I'm telling you, BJ Jones says it all the time. He says Nick Saban is the king of washing sins away.
There it is. Like, I work in higher education.
Mm-hmm.
Title IX, no school is going to risk receiving federal dollars over any one employee.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to do it. I mean, really think about that. If you take away financial aid from most schools, they're done. So they're not going to risk a death sentence to the institution for one person. So they're going to separate themselves. And what happens after the fact is going to happen, cool, whatever, but you'll never go back to that school again.
Facts.
That's why you see a lot of times what happens with college presidents, and you can look this up, they get caught up in some kind of Title IX issue or some kind of sexual harassment thing. You'll find them at a community college somewhere, some small private school in the middle of nowhere. They'll be there for like 10 or 15 years. And then you'll see them slowly start to creep back into the limelight again.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to show that, you know, it was something that they didn't control. Because see, what Art Briles has in his favor is being that you're the head coach. If you're not caught directly, it just looks worse on you because you didn't have any control of your program. But if it shows that people underneath you were more involved in the situation and there's a possibility that you were unaware of everything that was taking place, you kind of shield yourself somewhat. So somebody's going to pick him up. Everybody's waiting for the little bit of smoke to calm down. So I say, I want the competition in the SWAC anyway.
Facts.
So if Grambling can pick him up as an OC, a quarterback coach, or something like that, pick him up. The what they can learn from a different style offense is invaluable. So that's my whole.
Hey, no, you good. Hey, you good, Bobby, man. I appreciate the call as always, man. Thanks for the breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Peace. Hey, listen. Hey, Bobby was spitting some facts. When he said if he would have went to Alabama, nobody would have cared, absolutely nobody would have cared.
Oh, my God. Nick Saban is such an innovator, such a man of the people. Oh, my God. He really wants to win a championship. Look how he brought Art Briles in for offensive consultant.
That's what.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ooh, Nick Saban.
That's all you would have seen. That's all you would have seen. Just a pure pandemonium of the decision to bring Art Briles in to Alabama.
We're winning another championship. Go.
Woo, roll tide. I mean, all that foolishness. But you can't have the same, come on. And somebody said if Laxton State would have hired Art Briles, oh my freaking God, I'm putting the SWAC on notice. My only issue with the offensive coordinator at Laxton State is his lack of actually being an offensive coordinator. But if Laxton State would have had the opportunity to get Art Briles, you're bugging if you're not picking that. You bugging if you're not. Listen, I am telling you, you're bugging if you're not picking them to win the SWAC. It's that serious. Because you got to understand something to me. Right? For me, this is how I look at stuff. Because everybody was like, oh, Scott, you jump over. And caller 7913, I promise I'm going to get to you. Stay with me, all right? I promise I'm going to get to you. 7913, I'm going to get to you. This is how I look at stuff. My thing is the double standard, right? I hate using hate. I cannot stand. I'm China, my oldest daughter. China, if you're watching this, we don't say hate, okay? We strongly dislike, okay? Love you, boo-boo. All right, so listen. If you're preaching one thing and then go against what you've been preaching, that's what I don't like. That bothers me. I'm like, you were saying you're doing this for the culture, for the people in this. Why would you go over here and do that? That's what throws me off, right? So I'm going to say something about that. But if it's just about hiring the right man for the job, if you had an opportunity for that no-name guy or Art Briles, Bama, I'm taking Art Briles every single time, twice on Sunday. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Arthur?
This
is David from Tallahassee.
Talk to me.
Hey, I just wanted to say, man, because I've been watching the show and I've been hearing people's points, man. I don't actually mind Art Briles going to Grambling at all. And I'm at JSU saying it's bigger than just the hire himself. It's about the SWAC as a conference. People got to sit back. With any controversial name such as Art Briles, you're going to have blowback, but that's only temporary. If the man comes to the door and he blows the roof out and Grambling becomes a perennial powerhouse again, nobody cares. And this is about the SWAC. This is about the SWAC as a whole, man. People got to realize, look, this is about the SWAC trying to reach the upper echelon of FCS. Think about this: if Grambling, at JSU, let's say we stole in a A&M and then somebody else every other year can get into that top 25 poll in FCS, and you have a Art Briles in your coaching staff, the eyes will be there. And people got to realize that we say this all the time. Look, Coach Sanders is not going to be there but so long, man. You got Briles, you got Hugh, you got all these cats, man. So capitalize. My thing is, as a conference, man, where do we want to go? That's the big question, because for so long we didn't want to make these hires because, oh, he's not black, he's not this, he's not that. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, you know, you bring Art Briles in, you say, look, we know about your history, we're going to put you on a tight leash, but we're going to give you the opportunity. The same way that they do the black coaches at these P5 who have that type of issue. You keep it pushing. That's just business and how it works.
I love it.
I mean, JSU pulled it off with hiring Coach Prime when he didn't have college experience, and it worked out because of his brand. And I think this could be something that sparks Grambling to turn around their program, man. So that's what I'm gonna say on this one, man. I think SWAC, man, we gotta get off our high horse and say, where do we want to be as a conference? Do we want to be taken as serious as an FCS conference, or do we want to continue to be the bottom of the barrel, people laughing at us because of our referees and hiring, you know, our stepbrother and the fraternity brothers as the next head coach? Is that what we want to be? I'm gonna leave it there.
Man, listen, hold on. Before I let you go, man, listen. So you're telling me, and this is where I'm going, where your point is. So you can hire a real estate agent for a head coach.
Right.
You can hire a real estate agent to run your whole program, but you won't give, you know, okay, you know, listen, man, listen, I'm not here to judge. You know, to each his own, but just, I like when you said, let's not act like we're not giving frat brothers jobs. We're not giving friends job. Oh, I know him. We go way back. Here's a coaching job for you. But somebody with some actual credentials who's actually done something that wasn't selling houses can be a coach on your program. Come on, man. Make that make sense to me.
Right. Exactly, man. We know what the dually thing at SU was about too. So let's not be hypocritical here.
Come on, man.
You know, when it comes to that point, it's just, you know, we got to be careful with this one. I like I said, I welcome our Browns. We come to the conference, that's extremely great. That's a big win for the SWAC. Because think about it, man. Even if he don't, let's say you go to Grambling, he tears it up 3-4 years, and then let's say a couple of those coaching jobs within the SWAC become open. Okay, you telling me somebody in the SWAC's not gonna take Art Briles as a head coach?
Come on, man.
Come on, like, you gotta really think about that now. Like, we like to retread, but I think in this situation, Art Briles is the head coach in the SWAC, and he starts bringing in some credible guys, and then what do you know? We got 4 or 5 consistent teams in the SWAC that can compete on the FCS level, that have coaches that have the national eye, which means there'll be more recruits to come in. It's the bigger picture.
Come on.
It's really the bigger picture. You gotta look at it that way.
And let's keep going. Let's build on that narrative, right? Now you're not standing on the celebrity status of somebody. You're standing on the football. He's a great mind coach. You know, he's a great football minded coach, and he's just a great coach. You know what I'm saying? There's no celebrity or fame that comes with Art Briles. He ain't won a national title or nothing like that. He's just a great football mind. And now you have a pipeline from Texas. Like if PV could bag a Art Briles in a couple years, that would be huge for PV, because now you have a huge Texas pipeline that can come right up through PV, and now you've built a program. So I'm rocking with you on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind naysayers, but I'm rocking with you on it.
Absolutely. 2 more points where I'm gonna let you go.
All right, go ahead.
Let's just say for your boy Andrew Body, right? Let's say he performs, but the coaching reaches this, just reaches the tier where you got to let him go. Imagine what Art Briles could do with the Andrew Body.
Woo!
Like, I'm just saying, man. Okay, all right. Last point. I'm gonna get y'all excited. Again, I love JSU. I've been walking with JSU since Coach Kamaji, when he won his championship in 2007. Think about if Art Briles comes, and you telling me that JSU versus Grambling state game can't be on ESPN or they can advocate for college game day to come with those names on there? Come on, man.
Hey, sir. Listen. Don't give him the whole sermon. Don't give him the whole sermon because y'all here preaching. Come on, man. Man, boy.
So I'm just saying, we got to look at the big picture, man. I'll take contemporary blowback versus what Art Briles, even at an OC or a quarterback coach capacity, can do for the SWAC, man. Let's just get out of that. But I'm gonna let you go, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, appreciate the call, bro. Real talk. Thank you so much for the call, man. Listen, Kamaji, okay, Kamaji. He didn't pronounce it right. Oh my God, get off the man. Jeez Louise, man. All right. But my thing is this. Like, come on, man. It's there. You gotta try it. You gotta see where it goes. You gotta get on that board and ride it for a little bit. Just ride the rails, ride the wave. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Got it. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
What's up, Hill? Talk to me.
Good, man. I live in Texas.
Here we go.
I actually know a player that actually was on that team with Art Briles. They love him. They literally love him. They acting like he was running around raping kids and stuff. It just happened on his watch, and he was exonerated of it. So I don't see the problem. Give me that 45 points a game. I'll take it.
Facts.
You don't want it, I'll take it. Yeah, give me that 45 points. The only people that are gonna have a problem with it is some of these Lazarus State fans in the comments because they don't want to compete, but they want to just run away with the flag and get their prop. But other than that, Scotty, man, that's all I had to say.
Hey, appreciate it. And listen, that's a Grambling graduate. All right, the person who just called in is a Grambling graduate. All right, I think he's like a third generation Grambling graduate, all type of stuff. Uncle played for Grambling. So listen, he has some vested stock in how the program looks. All right, so he's not going to pick. Listen, I don't believe the person I talked to. All right, I don't believe he's going to put the G. He's going to put Art Briles over the G. It's always the G first. But, hey, it is what it is. Let me take this caller real quick. Hey, caller, what's going on? Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. Talk to me. What's your name? Where you call from?
What's up, Scotty? It's Eric. What's going on, Scotty? It's Eric from Jersey.
Talk to me.
I got two names for you that I just want to bring up. Bobby Petrino and Hugh Freeze, who used to be the former Ole Miss quarterback. Now, both of them coaches done bounced around, got caught up in scandals, done had 2, 3, 4, 5 chances, and they still find their way on somebody's college coach. I think Bobby Petrino is coaching FCS team in, I don't know, North Wichita State, still doing his thing. So I'm not here for the blowback and all that other stuff. They'll find a way to work their way around all that stuff. And you know what I mean? If he's a good coach, he's a good coach. Let's just call it what it is.
That's
you know
facts.
what I mean?
That's facts.
If he could turn your offense around, why not? Like when you look at, like, I remember RG3's first game. It was RG3 versus Russell Wilson and when Russell Wilson was at NC State, and he had RG3 making people slightly, and I'm going to say this term, slightly forget about Michael Vick because of the way he was running the ball and moving and everything like that. Everybody was like, he was the second coming for a little bit. Not really, but you know what I mean? So he knows how to spot talent. He knows how to develop talent, especially at the quarterback position. And I mean, like my man said with the Title IX stuff, it's a tricky place. If you look a little funny, people gonna move away from you without really knowing all the facts. So you do what you can. He's been out the spotlight for at least 5 years, I believe. I think he'll be all right.
I do too, man. I 100% agree with you. Hey, appreciate the call, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. All right, everybody's getting on me because I'm not talking about Alcorn. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Alcorn. Okay. All right, so let me get back into this thing. All right, so let me bring up Alcorn. So shout out to Alcorn. Okay, so listen. So the next thing was it was actually going to be pretty simple. They bring in the guy Cedric Thomas back, DC coordinator from 16 to 17, DB coach of Alcorn. I think the year before that, 14, 15, 16, something like that. So bringing him back, was the head coach at UAPB. Oh, not very good. All right. Didn't do very well over there. So that is what it is. Somebody brought this up. I think it was Peasy in the comments. He said Alcorn needs to hire Art Briles. You're damn right. You need to let Elliot Flotten, whatever his name is, you need to let that boy go. All right, I'm gonna be on that bandwagon for a minute. Okay, you need to let that Elliot Rotten go. All All right. If you don't know his picture, I probably got it here in somewhere. You need to let that Bama go. You need to hire Art Briles. But just I'll just update you. Cedric Thomas, going to still don't have a strength and conditioning coach. So I don't think they're training anytime soon. So yeah, I mean, listen, when he was there, they won a SWAC. I think they won a SWAC championship there when they were there too. So it's not like he's bad. But just Alcorn trying to get restable again, try to get these try to bring in these coaches and see how they go from there. But for real, I don't see what Alcorn going to do next year because it's going to be a lot of up in the airness. I don't even know if that's a word, up in the airness, but it's a lot of it when it comes to Alcorn and what they got going on. But yeah, so let me break this down real quick and I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. I know you guys got some Valentine's Day stuff planned and for your lady. Listen, tonight, all right, if you're not doing dinner with your wife and you're not watching movies, come watch us on the Afterglow show. Me, Kofi, special guest DJ Loose Kid, the FAMU DJs in the building tonight. All right. Make sure you also go check out the Legacy Bowl. It'll be happening this weekend. All right, my boy Blue's down there, and he's doing a full week coverage. So shout out to Blue. Hope you're having a good time down there, my boy. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Okay, and once again, you already know what it is. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Let my man Art Briles breathe, bro. Let my man Art Briles breathe, okay? He been sitting there 5 years on the dock, sitting on the dock of the bay for 5 years. He wanted change. You know what I'm saying? He wanted an opportunity. Give that white man a shot. He could change. All right? He could change. Once again, I'm singing it for you, Art.
Long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
He know it's coming. Art know that change is coming. He's believing in you. All right? He's believing in you. Listen, I'm telling you, put one of these in Art Briles' mouth. Have a press conference. Play this in the background.
Long time coming, but I know
a change gonna come. We believe in you, bros. I believe in you, bros. Come on, man. Get that man come on, man. I'll make you honorary black for a day. Make you honorary black for a day. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. All right, stop playing. Mr. Carey, don't you have some JSU channels you can be on? You're really getting on my last nerve. And I really would not like to block you on Valentine's Day. I really wouldn't, because it is a day you're supposed to show love, but you about this close to getting your ass blocked again. All right. So sit your ass down somewhere. For be so old, man. God, dog. You always man, messy. All right, guys, gotta go. All right. Till next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless.